This is a Plantation Trail that is located in Pennsylvania, just off Section 7 of the Mid-Atlantic BDR. It's 4.3 miles west of Popedi Alt Hard. On this day, we decided to ride all the alt hards offered in Section 7. We built a route using Gaia. What we didn't realize was that Gaia default was set up for hiking. So Gaia did its own smart thing, connecting some of the alt hards and recommended this Plantation Trail. If you ride BDRs, you know that you never see a single track. But as adventure riders, we couldn't say no and decided to explore. The trail seemed to be relatively easy at first, but the fun quickly ramped up. There were many loose rocks of different sizes, and it was still really early in the season, so leaves covered the path. You can see that this trail is well worn. It's deeper in the middle and higher on the sides, so if you lose balance or traction as a shorter rider, I always was able to push back from the higher sides. There are a lot of water bars crossing this trail diagonally. They were actually a lot of fun, and I would imagine if you go on a dirt bike, you could jump most of them. The trail was going down the entire time we rode it, and it was quite technical for a heavy bike, so here I'm stopping, catching my breath, and looking for the best line. And here we came to even a steeper downhill. I stopped looking for the best line and got stuck on a big moving rock. It required smooth clutch to get out. As challenging as it looks from behind, I'm always fascinated by how uneventful everything looks from my camera.
But where do we go from here? To the right? It has no motorcycle.
This was the point when we realized our mistake, because Gaia was taking us on the hiking trail, but there was a clear no motorcycles sign. We could continue on the dual sports trail to the left, but it would take us on a significant detour. Since we just started the day and we had at least 4 other alt hards to do, we made the decision to turn around.
15 minutes later.
It's a lot easier to ride than walk. This is harder than Colorado. We don't do anything like this.
Even though we rode somewhere like a quarter of a mile until we turned around, it took us at least 30 minutes to get out of there. In the next 30 seconds you can see how different riders approach this trail. As I said, trail is well worn, so you can utilize the sides to your advantage and weave back and forth from side to side to find more traction. The logic is that loose rocks typically flow to the center of the trail, and sides, where it's a bit higher, are frequently debris-free. You can clearly see how one rider goes back and forth between the sides easily, and I'm just plowing straight forward. I evaluated the overall difficulty of this trail at 5, and the most challenging section that we rode, the last uphill, at 6. It was steep, narrow, and heavily covered with loose rocks. You can see a formal evaluation of this trail and several others at the link in the description. If you have your own footage of this entire trail, please let me know, and we will discuss if we could post your video as well to have a complete picture. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.